paid off. In a few moments, we're going to get up, get our diplomas, because finally it's all over. Well, in a sense, yes. Look, I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but folks, the easiest times of our lives are now over. True, there will be no more sophomores to deal with, or AP assignments to stress over, or even advisory classes to attend. But when we look ahead at what's in store, career choices, furthering education, taxes, dealing with those sophomores don't sound too bad. Well, maybe they still do. The point is, life is about to get a lot harder. But don't let this discourage you. Why? Because we can do hard things. Teddy Roosevelt once said, "It's not the critic who counts, not the man who points out where the strong man stumbles, or whether doer of deeds could have done them better. The credit belongs to the man who is actually in the arena, whose face is marred by dust and sweat and blood, who strives valiantly, who errs and comes up short again and again, who, at the best, knows in the end the triumph of high achievement, and who, at the worst, if he fails, at least he fails while daring greatly, so that his place shall never be with those cold and timid souls who knew neither victory nor defeat." When we walk out those doors today, we will be entering the toughest arena yet, adulthood. So we must ask ourselves, are we going to be the critic pointing out the errors and shortcomings of others, or will we be the one in the arena who dares greatly and strives valiantly? What legacy do we want to leave behind? When you look to great legends such as Susan B. Anthony, Maya Angelou, or Martin Luther King Jr., you will recognize a defining factor that they all share. They did not just overcome the hardships in life, they embraced them. And who's to say we can't do the same? Who's to say when life throws us punches, we don't throw one right back? Who's to say we can't become presidents, ambassadors, CEOs, activists, movie stars, rock stars, teachers, doctors? Who's to say we can't become anything we want to be? But it's going to take work. We're going to have to be willing to get into the arena, to get marred by dust and sweat and blood. We are going to fall short, we are going to err. But will we pick ourselves up, dust ourselves off, and dare greatly again and again and again? Or will we find ourselves among the cold and timid souls, never knowing victory or defeat? For many that don't know, I underwent 2 knee surgeries back in 2023. As a multi-sport athlete, this was devastating. The majority of my high school experience was focused around sports. I dedicated much of my time to practices and games. There was serious thought taking my athletic career to the collegiate level. Yet, here I was, with 2 broken knees. However, with the support of family, friends, and a special shout out to Jeff Speckman, the greatest athletic trainer of all time, I was able to overcome this obstacle in my life and get back to doing the things that I love. That's not to say I still don't have my bad days. My knees still ache from time to time. Sometimes going up and down stairs is a struggle, and yes, I do feel it when it rains. But I choose to embrace these struggles. Why? Because I can do hard things. And it's not just me. Every single one of you has the ability to overcome and embrace whatever trials life has in store. As I close my remarks, I would like to reiterate that yes, life is going to stink, and sometimes it's going to kick us in the butt. But look how far we've come, and just think of how far we can go. Our whole lives are ahead of us, with the world at our fingertips. But if there's one thing I would want you to take away from all of this, it's these words of advice from a very wise man. If by the off chance it snows tonight, don't eat the yellow snow. Thank you.